Thank you for watching We Are Black Press. Please remember to hit like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Now let's get to it.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm your girl Trish.
I'm your boy Mr. Define.
And we are
Black Press. All right. You like that? You like that? All right. This is gonna be a trigger warning.
Mm-hmm.
Trigger warning. I'm gonna talk about this whole colorism, racism thing that's going on in the community with kind of like the passport bros, but just anyway. Go through.
Never heard no Spanish woman talking about she happy to be independent. I never seen a white woman in my life on a gram saying I'm independent. F whatever.
Right here.
Black woman, even Taraji P. Henson has a reel saying, "Hello, black men in the audience. We want you back." This is because they realize it's not working.
He black? He
because black women, they seem to like embrace the struggle. The struggle has been so normal for them coming up. Now they embrace it. I never seen no Brazilian, Argentinian, Colombian, any other race, Chinese, Asian go independent. F a man. Man for what? Never.
What do you think?
I think, yes, black women have embraced the struggle, but we did what we normally do. We take a bad situation and we make the best of it. When it comes to like relationships and colorism and all that.
I got what you gonna say?
No.
What?
But if I say it's not crazy.
I'm crazy every day.
Because like certain races they stick by their mate through thick and thin.
Yeah.
But we as black people, we've been through so much of struggles already that if we're in a relationship and we're struggling, we're not gonna stay in that. We're gonna chuck the deuces and leave to hopefully get to something better. Because who wants to stay? Who wants to be in a struggle and stay in a struggle? Like you can't make your way out of that if that's what you're surrounded by. So you have to sometimes remove yourself from the situation. As it pertains to other races, if that's what they want to do, then it's not right.
How's that working out for us, though?
It's working for some people.
I know, but how's that working out for the majority of the black community?
I would say that the shape of the black community is bad. Because if you can see like different people, especially single parents, there's a whole bunch of split households, nobody's staying together. You have this parent raising the kid this way, the other parent raising the kid the other way. So the child grows up confused. They don't know what's the right thing. And then it's just a downhill slide from there.
So is everything that you said about black women a good thing or a bad thing?
I would say both. It's a good thing and means in terms of surviving and being able to overcome different obstacles and things that comes in your way. But it's a bad thing that we don't have that unit that other races have. Because in a Hispanic household, they have the mother and the father there. If they don't have that, they have the grandma. And most of them, sometimes they live in the house together. That's why Jeannie Mae and Jeezy is not working out, because she wants to move in her family. Yeah. They're close knit, but black people not used to that. Yeah. They used to coming out of their childhood household and growing up and just being independent, and them by themselves. They don't reach back to help the other people in their family. Yeah. Even Jay-Z, Jay-Z, he had a cousin. He had cousins that come up to him and be like, "Hey, can you put me on?" And he's like,
No.
I can't do that." And he's giving them a straight no.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're in a position where you can help your family members, that's
Mm-hmm.
what you should do. Look at and I don't mean this in a derogatory or anyway, but look at Mexican people.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mexicans, it'll be like a whole 3 generations living in a household.
Yeah.
And they help each other.
Mm-hmm.
You have one, as soon as one finish and they get to where they need to be, they move out, then they help the other generation, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But American people, everybody's all for self.
Yeah.
Nobody's reaching back to help each other or anything like that. And that's where the error in people's ways are.
So being in, but when it comes to black women wanting to be independent, that kind, from what that sounds like you're saying, is wanting to be independent and be out there on your own is actually counterintuitive to what is best for our community.
Yeah. I'm not saying that it's being independent is bad. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes you have to come to your own. But also you have to have that family unit. You have to have that village. It takes a village. What we're missing is our village because our village is breaking up. Like we at a point in life where we don't have that village anymore. It's everybody for self.
Yeah. So for me, it's funny because last week I was talking about the woman wanting a soldier, and this week, when it comes to this video, I'm just thinking, is I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
And to me, it seems like the black women are raising more black women to be independent.
Mm-hmm.
So we're actually continuing this cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then I'm telling you, who still know how bad he did it when he came with the you know that black women have decided that it's more fashionable. Mm-hmm. It's more fashionable to be a single black woman succeeding. Mm-hmm. So what's happening is we're creating successful single black women, but we're not creating successful black men.
I do have to add a correction. That was Webby.
That was Webby? Really?
Yeah. Because I know his fans go.
They sound the same.
It was Webby, but the thing about
it sounds the same.
But the thing about it's like black people feel like we have to be in this race, and in the race, if you're not, you know how you race and you pass the time.
It is a race.
It's not.
Really?
It's a slow and steady pace.
No, it's a race against not each other. It's a race against. Like. It's a race against the other races that are holding us down. Mm-hmm. Because in a race is a competition. Mm-hmm. If I'm playing MLB, I want to be in the World Series. Mm-hmm. The Braves just lost that chance. Mm-hmm. But if I'm in football, I want to be in the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. If I'm, regardless of if I'm playing NBA, I'm going to be in the championship. We're in a competition. Everything is a competition. Biologically, everything is a competition. Especially when your specific race is consistently at the bottom. And the only thing that can build your success up in your race is your people.
That's a lot of pressure to put.
It is a lot of pressure. But guess what? How else do we? How else do we become successful? That's why we here. Black press is here to apply pressure to say, hey, we need to do better in this area so that we can improve. Mm-hmm. It is a lot of pressure.
It is.
There should be a level of pressure on every black person to try to improve their family and therefore their community.
And that's the only way we'll be able to get out of the shape that we're in.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen because they love that toxicity that this social media and all this stuff does. All it does. It's detrimental to us. All it does
because
is
it looks good,
but it looks good on us.
It looks better. I would say it looks better for me. That's the craziest part. Is it looks better for me to be a man, a rich man with multiple children, than what is it called? Than a middle class man with one house, one family, one wife, 3 children.
Yeah, that's not pushed anymore.
Exactly.
And you know what's crazy? They're
But on the reverse side, it looks better for a black single mother to have children without a man there and be successful. Mm-hmm. So it's opposite. Oh wow, that's definitely an opposite dynamic. We in both areas we've placed the point where it looks better to be rich without a family and with children than it is to be at a level playing field at the middle class level and building a family that can build onto the next generation. Yeah. When in actuality we should be as middle class looking to elevate our next generation to wealthy and with family. It's supposed to be add on to, but we want to have the best look for us right now. And if the best look is me being single with children,
but that's what's pushed
and successful, yes,
it's definitely what's pushed. But even like in our favorite like singers and rappers and stuff, Beyonce's not doing that.
No,
Beyonce, she got Jay-Z. She keeping her.
But Beyonce Beyonce is by herself. There's nobody else doing what Beyonce's doing.
Yeah, but she's still with
Jay-Z. She's an anomaly.
She doesn't really have to.
She's an anomaly. She is
keeping her family.
Yeah.
Yep. Her Cardi B, she's still with Offset.
Yep.
They still together.
Even with all that drama.
Mm-hmm. Who else?
Cardi B's not black though.
She's Afro-Latina. So she's technically black.
Yeah, but if you ask her, she ain't gonna say she's black.
Yeah, she is. Her father's Trinidadian and her mom's like what, Dominican or Puerto Rican? Dominican. Oh. She's black.
Okay.
Just like Erica Mena.
Who?
Erica Mena.
Is that the person you talked about earlier?
Yeah,
I remember her. I forgot her name again.
Yeah. She's Afro-Latina too.
Yeah.
But people want to throw it away and be like, only she's just Spanish. Yeah. But she's kind of seen as black.
Look, most people that are from the islands are black.
Yeah.
Because they were slaves too. They just were enslaved by a different colony or colonizing country.
I have different backgrounds. I won't reveal what it is, but I don't look American.
Yeah. I don't either. Yeah. Apparently. I thought I did, but then when I became an adult, everybody's like, what do you mix with? I'm like, what are you talking about? I mix with my mom and my daddy. What are you talking about? But we totally pushed off completely away from the actual topic, which was about the difference between other races and black women.
But that encompasses it too, because whenever they bring up black women, they always want to present like, oh, the struggle and what we go through and
Yeah.
stuff like
So
that.
that perpetuates the cycle of what black women are presented as because we in our social group
Mm-hmm.
is promoting that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, what he was saying is there's nobody else. The other races or social groups, like cultural groups, are not portraying that.
They don't betray it, but I
And
think they
then,
do it. They just keep it quiet.
well, then quiet means they're not portraying it.
And you don't see it because
So
black is popular.
I'll tell you
That's
though.
what in the media and everything. That's what everybody's trying to be.
So
And that's why it's so
one of my courses
prominent.
last semester,
Mm-hmm.
I had to interview somebody different from me,
Mm-hmm.
and I interviewed a Mexican female,
Mm-hmm.
and outside of her family, because her family had the single woman go getter successful person,
Mm-hmm.
but she said that her culture is more of following what the man dictates.
Mm.
And
yeah, black women not doing that.
right. And I think it's also because of, I would say it's also because of the place that we're in, whereas us being in America,
Mm-hmm.
we have always been oppressed by the colonizing white male.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're oppressed by the colonizing white male, and I'm oppressed by the colonizing white male, neither one of us can give each other the respect
Mm-hmm.
that is deserved because both of us are under the pressure and the oppression of someone above us.
Yeah.
In Mexico, they're all Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no white people down there.
But they have fair skin Mexican.
Yes, but they're all Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
They're not white, black, Hispanic, Asian, all these other differences. So everybody there is Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all. If you don't put the cartel and whoever's making more money in that area, they're still all Mexican. The Chinese work with Chinese. Chinatown. They're working amongst each other. We're trying to work in a blend of all of America.
Outsourcing.
Yeah, outsourcing, but we're trying to blend in with the white people, the Hispanics. We're trying to blend in everywhere in all of these different cultures inside of the work environment. Mm-hmm. Therefore, we're never actually together.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not saying, okay, I need to work with my black male. I need to work with my black female because we are successful together. We're saying I need to work in whatever area I'm successful in.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, it prevents us from actually combining ourselves together and making us independent as a family, an organization, as a social group, as a race. The black race itself should be independent of the rest of the country. But we're so wanting to be mixed in everywhere where we can't even get ourselves in order.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if you take it back to even back to war, that's why the Japanese were willing to be kamikazes, because it was not just about them; it was about the entire country.
Yeah.
We're not. Are you willing to give your life for the cause of the black community progressing? Not anymore.
People not doing that. People would never do that.
No.
The only time they did that was during the
Civil rights movement. And then and the crack epidemic. Here's the thing: the crack epidemic would not have been possible had we not chosen to sacrifice our fellow brother for the sake of our own profit.
Yeah, because we were
selling it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care who brought it in. Mm-hmm. If they bring in a whole quarter ton of
drop it off and
quarter ton, like if they bring in all this cocaine mm-hmm. and drop it off and tell you sell it how you want to, mm-hmm. we chose. So we can talk about we can talk about how much the black woman chose to take welfare over the man, mm-hmm. right? But ain't nobody gonna say how the black man chose to sell drugs to their own people. You chose your well-being, your financial well-being over the entire black community. Mm-hmm. So don't talk about the black woman who chose welfare when you as a black man or we as black men chose our own financial success over the entire community. Anybody that sold crack, so they chose themselves, their own success, their own well-being, their own financial profit over the entire community.
And that's where the struggle started.
Right.
Because once the men left out the household, they had to depend on welfare. And because they had to depend on welfare, then it left the mother with the children. Mm-hmm. So what else can you depend on? Especially if the grandmother and the aunties and everybody else isn't coming together anymore.
So let's say we can almost bring it all the way down to the problem that the black community has is not so much as the white man, but the black dope dealer.
Yep. They need to be in the forefront too. Getting this whooping, basically.
Black dope dealer.
Yep. And that's where all the popularity with music and stuff came from. Is slinging dope and making it look cool.
Because when Spike Lee did, what did Spike Lee do? New Jack City? I think he did.
Do the Right Thing.
No, he did Do the Right Thing. Who did do it? When I don't know. When New Jack City came out, and New Jack City made the dope dealer the villain. Mm-hmm. The villain, that was the right way to go. Make the dope dealer the villain. But when you make the dope dealer the hero in all of our music since the middle to late 90s, now you've switched our entire
It changed the scene.
Yeah. You switched our entire ideology of what the dope dealer was.
The dope dealer turned into Robin Hood. Yep. And that's how they portray it to me.
Yeah, that's why T.I. keeps saying in all of his interviews, I was a refugee. You ain't no refugee, bro. Not a refugee. Mm-hmm. Stop that. Not a refugee.
But that's where we at today. And we are the ones that's trying to make this change. So in order to support us, we need for you, our viewer, to like, share, comment, and
subscribe.
Yes, and let us know what we're doing.
Yep.
Give us some feedback. We thank you for watching.
I'm your boy, Mr. Define.
And I'm your girl, Trish.
And we are Black Press.